Happy Halloween, everybody, and welcome on back to the Cars Garage. Today, it is finally time to review the Tractor Ghost. Oh, yeah. I've been waiting a very long time to get this guy opened up and in my collection on the shelves, not just on, a peg hook, because that's cool and all, but, he was just there way too long. And I'm looking around my room thinking, what can I review for Halloween today? And then I just saw him. He was just hanging there. And I'm like, how did I let you go unopened for so long? It's because he just never came to Canada. So this guy kind of just went, under the radar for me. It's like I kind of forgot about him. Like when he came out, he's very, very cool. But then he never really hit any of our stores here. He was never in any half count cases. He was in case D of 2024 singles. Whether he came back again or not, I think he might have came out for one or two more cases. But either way, yeah, none of them were in Canada, unfortunately, which is weird. But yeah, it happens sometimes. We don't get every case, and it sucks. But yeah, very, very cool. And just, looking at this guy and thinking about all the other awesome releases that we got in 2024, it just makes me sick to my stomach thinking about the releases from 2024 compared to the releases in 2025. It's just night and day comparisons. It's just from one level being very high 2024 to the next being very, very low, 2025. It's just not a very good main line, unfortunately, this year. But for, this guy to be released in 2024, there was a lot of other really cool cars that he had to compete with, but I think he was one of the best cars for sure from the year. Very, very cool car, in my opinion. There is his artwork. I love how he's floating. That's so cool. They may have actually taken this directly out of Cars on the Road. It does kind of look like that. But I feel like his mouth was open in the show. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, he's floating there. I don't like that it's the Red Riders background. I mean, I don't know why they couldn't have just let the Cars on the Road packaging go on into 2024. Considering we're not even really getting any more Cars on the Road cars nowadays anyways. Barely. It's like, why couldn't you have just let it go on one more year and make all these Cars on the Road releases that they did in 2024 just look that much better while carded, Because this is fine, but it just would have been even better with the Cars on the Road packaging. But whatever. It's funny how Tractor Ghost, that bothered me so much when we first got that name revealed. But now it's like it just rolls off my tongue so naturally. Tractor Ghost. I thought it was supposed to be Ghost Tractor, and they made some stupid mistake like they did in 2022 with Ramon Green. Remember that? Artist Ramon. If you're going to call him Green Ramon, fine, but you can't call him Ramon Green. Like, what in the world? So I thought that's kind of what they did here, but I don't know. Now it just kind of flows off my tongue naturally. But so does Ramon Green, so that's not saying much, I think I've become used to that name too, unfortunately. It's just Mattel's stupidity sometimes. It just gets to you. But anyways, yeah, his expression looks so cool. He doesn't have any eyelids, which is kind of... Actually, that's exactly how he looks right there in the artwork, so I guess that's cool. I was going to say it's a little bit strange, but no, it's fine. It makes him look more ghostly. Really cool, looking off to the side expression. We can't be looking at the expression, though, right now. Like, what am I doing? That's for later. But really, honestly, guys, I'm reviewing this guy today because I really just wanted to utilize this setup again, because I really do like it. All the Halloween decorations. It took me a little bit to put it all together, but I thought it would be cool. I'm like, I had that little Frankenstein pot. I have that ghost, which unfortunately burnt out today as I was getting this video set up. And I'm like, got this big old pumpkin. I got all the ghost cars. Like, it's perfect. But yeah, I wasn't actually planning on doing a video for Halloween, but I'm like, I might as well, because I just reviewed this the other day, this upon many other cars. This is the Superhero McQueen from the Halloween 4-pack that the Disney store just put out. Got Dracula Mater too, and then Red as a Clown, and DJ. Oh, and by the way, I was actually looking at pictures of how this guy looks in real life in Cars Land, and this thing is way too small. It looks really, really bad now looking at it. This little earpiece here is not supposed to be that tiny, but whatever. We're not reviewing them today. We're reviewing the Tractor Ghost. As seen in Cars on the Road. Look at all these great releases, minus this guy. We have Rodette Marker, Randy, and Mallory Cara. 2 cars from the Lights Out episode. We have Critter Buster Mater and Motto, his sister. And then, yeah, that guy, Gearston Marshall. Yeah, he was not the best, but he was cool when he first came out in 2023. But he did not deserve a re-release in 2024. Not at all. Now, I actually thought this guy was really rare for some reason now. That's why I kind of was holding on to him. I also just forgot about him. He was on the wall hanging and he just kind of looked cool up there. And I just kind of forgot that he was there almost. He just became one with the Cars Garage. He just kind of looked like a piece that was supposed to be there. But yeah, then I was looking at him and I'm like, wait a second, I need to bust him open, of course, for Halloween. And but yeah, I really did think this guy was rare. He was getting a little bit of value, I thought, but I just checked eBay prices and he was like, $25 at most, around that price range, so not a whole lot. He's not very expensive. He was abundant in 2024, but just not here in Canada. But without any further ado, let's bust him open, see how he looks opened up. You guys know the saying, you're as clumsy as an ox. Well, I think I'm as clumsy as a tractor because I'm always dropping these things. I don't know why. They're always getting marked up, they're always falling on the ground. This guy, luckily, he didn't make it all the way to the ground, but he did fall hard onto the desk and somehow managed to be okay. He doesn't have any battle scars at all. He's perfect, so that's good. Maybe that's just a testament to Thailand's paint quality. Maybe it really is better, like they have always claimed it to be. I don't know. But the China tractors, they really chipped up. And this guy, he should not look as bad as he does. This 2017 Radiator Springs Classics Thomasville Cars 3 tractor, yeah, he's got a mark there, mark on both of his mirrors. And that's just because I'm clumsy. I'm as clumsy as a tractor. And it sucks. It sucks to be clumsy. So don't be as clumsy as a tractor. That's what I'm trying to say, guys. When you're out trick-or-treating, whatever you're doing, just don't be as clumsy as a tractor, because you don't want to lose all your candy, or you don't want to drop your cars like me. You just don't be as clumsy as a tractor. Anyways, I'll show you where this guy appears at in the Lights Out episode of Cars on the Road, of course, that being the second episode. We can see him, of course, at the Destiny Destiny Hotel, right? I don't know. Either way, yeah, we can see him there. And he's in like the big ballroom when Lightning McQueen kind of just like goes through the door. He hears all this music and all these ghosts just look at him. And well, that's of course one of the ghosts, the tractor ghost. So yeah, pretty darn cool. And he's just a fun, loving little tractor ghost. I don't think he's like a haunting type of ghost. Like, I think he'd be more like Casper the ghost, the friendly ghost. He's the friendly tractor ghost. That's what he is. But anyways, yeah, there's not a whole lot to talk about with this guy, unfortunately, because honestly, I mean, there's enough to talk about, but he's just not all that like detailed. He's not loaded up with like decals and all that. And the one decal that he was supposed to have, unfortunately, Mattel screwed up and didn't put it on there, which really, really sucks. But yeah, look at that. He's supposed to have the Chew-All logo right there over his visible intestines, but it's just not there. It's just not there. I don't know. But you know what I really, really admire about these ghost cars that Mattel has made? They really managed to make the plastic green and the metal green match up. Like, obviously it's not a matte finish on the plastic parts, but it almost looks like it is. Like, they did a great job matching the colors, because that would have looked so bad if they would have been the complete wrong colors. And honestly, is this green even that accurate to how they look in the episode? Like all the ghosts that are green? Honestly, not really. I mean, it's more like a neon green, and this is more like just a matted forest emerald almost green. It kind of looks like the Wicked green from the Wicked movie, like the Emerald City green. But yeah, I don't know. It is nice. I like it a lot. I love the matte finish, so can't complain. But honestly, a green more like the color changer for a Diana Giordano would have probably been a lot more accurate, but that would have made, all these cars plastic, because I don't think they would have been able to recreate that color onto metal. But you never know. I mean, if they would have been able to, it would have been cool. Maybe they should have just done a neon green basic color, then gave it a matte finish, but then it wouldn't look as shiny as that. And I like the matte finish, so I don't know. But anyways, he does have two little plastic eye plates there, which is kind of weird, because do tractors normally have eye plates? I guess they do. Yeah, I have some Thailand tractors, the racing tractors, and they all have plastic eye plates, so I guess that makes sense. And this one here too, he also has a plastic eye plate. But yeah, they never did when they were made from China. But yeah, I like his green eyes. They're pretty cool. I don't know if he actually has green eyes or it's just the green ghostly tinting on him that makes them look green. Probably that's the case. But I don't know. Cool little like a pipe here that he has sticking out. This little like hood ornament thing. He's got his little grill right there. I love his little mouth. It's funny. He's smiling, which honestly, I don't know. I guess I would have preferred a different expression. If they could have just managed to make it look like this, I think that would have been cool. Like straight out of the episode. But they, I don't know. They didn't really do that. You know why they didn't do that? Because, oh, this is why. They just copied that expression. Well, that makes a lot of sense now. I didn't realize that they reused that. That kind of sucks. I don't like this guy as much as I kind of thought I would going into this. First of all, he's missing the Chew-All logo, and his expression's a little bit meh. But at least they changed the eyes up, and they didn't give us, an expression that just doesn't match at all like what the racing tractors have. That just wouldn't look right. But anyways, he's got his two little tires in the front there, big tires with the big old treads in the back. His udders right there. There's 4 of them. I don't know if that's what those are supposed to be. I think it is, right? That's what those are supposed to be. Because he's a cow. Made in Thailand. S44A is the date stamp, meaning it was made on the 44th week of 2023. And I like how he has an actual little screw there, a triangle-shaped black screw. When do you ever get that? Not too often. Usually it's rivets. On the back, all green. Not a whole lot going on. No decals or anything like that. But yeah, I just love that matte finish. It's really cool. The little wheel wells back here are plastic pieces, and so is the little pipe here. Of course, the wheels and the base is also plastic. But overall, very, very nice car. Very like big chunk of metal. There's enough metal on here that he actually feels pretty heavy. And yeah, he's just really, really cool. Let's compare him to some other cars now. Some other ghost cars, I guess we will. So we'll put him down. And we'll get Mallory Carhut over here and Logan Gearsall. Now, actually, Logan Gearsall came out after the Tractor Ghost, right? It went like this. Mallory was a 2023 release, then got carried on over into 2024, but the Tractor Ghost was an early 2024 release, case D, and then Logan came after that in another case. I don't know, he was reissued in 2025, though. That was one of the last cases he was in, I think, and then I got him in 2025. But yeah, I just skipped right on over the Tractor Ghost, unfortunately. Let's do a little tractor tipping, why don't we? Really don't want to mark him up, but yeah. I remember when this guy was first coming out, people were just like hoarding him, like I'm hoarding Chet Boxcar currently. I'm sitting on 7 right now, but I think that's good enough. I don't want to be called a scalper too much, but I don't really care. But yeah, people were kind of doing the same to the Tractor Ghost when he was first out, and I don't really blame them. I mean, he's really cool. We don't get tractors in the main line that often if they're not racing tractors, and he just looks really, really cool. And obviously, he's from Cars on the Road, but it just looks like a really cool Halloween car. It's just a Tractor Ghost. Sure, it's from the episode, but it could be from whatever your imagination wants it to be from. So that's what's really cool about this guy. I really like him a lot. I think these guys are cool too. I don't know which one I like the best. I mean, they are a little bit more detailed. They both have license plates and stuff like that. Mallory is certainly my least favorite, although she is cool and she does have a great expression. I like her little teeth there, and her eyes look cool. Her headlights look really nice. Logan's just a really cool model. Like, when do we ever get Model Ts when they're not Lizzie or Stanley as a statue? Not really ever. But I don't know. Which one's the best? I guess I'd still go with the Tractor Ghost. I just think the gimmick there, a tractor being a ghost, it's like a cow being a ghost. It's just really funny, and I like that a lot. Of course, we have some other ghosts too, but they're just not in their ghost mode with their green. We have Randy here, the Hearst or Hirsch? It's a Hirsch. Yeah, it's Hirsch. But I remember I used to say Hearst, and then I was like, what? It really is it? It's Hirsch, I think. I don't know. Lisa and Louise here. Which one is which? I don't know. I remember I reviewed these guys for Halloween one year. Them and Mallory. It was like 2 videos in one day. But I think that was when they came out in 2023. I could have done the same for the tractor ghost if I would have got him. I actually did have him last Halloween. I'm almost positive. I got him from Mr. Docket. I don't think I mentioned that yet. Um, but yeah, I did have him. I just didn't want to open him because I really thought he was gaining value. But then I was like thinking today, I'm like, why do I care? I'm not gonna sell him anyway. So what's the big deal? Let's just make the video, right? We might as well. Might as well compare them to this tractor too, just a basic tractor. Well, it's a Thomasville tractor, but they're all the same. They really look pretty much identical. And then here's an older tractor. He is damaged. I got him from a Facebook Marketplace a lot recently. And yeah, he's still cool though. I like his drowsy expression. And then here's the Chanco factory custom tractor. I like that one a lot. And the other two I kind of already showed you guys a little bit. We got the Clutch Aid one, Easy Idle. I don't have any other ones, but hopefully I can get some more soon. And then I even have this little Tommy Cut tractor. I didn't realize that's what it was from when I first got it in one of those lots, and then somebody told me. And here's for comparison's sake, the the mini adventures tractor. And I forgot the what's it called, mini racers tractor, but whatever, we don't need him. He's not a ghost tractor. If he was, then that would have been pretty cool if they would have made that, but seems like they're done for Cars on the Road now, unfortunately. But hopefully they can make some more awesome ghost in the future. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you're doing for Halloween down below. And yeah, have a happy Halloween, everybody. And I'll see you next time right here on the Cars Garage.